In this video, we are going to be analysing Bluebird, ticker Blue. So to get straight into it, what are going to be the key focused on a shorter term outlook? So this means if you're looking to trade this stock within this week, these are more of the key levels we'll focus because they will be closer, but definitely not as strong. So only pay attention to these bottom charts here. And all we're saying, if we continue up, then we would have resistance at 620, and this would be that key level to be noting. So obviously we did sell off, we are down 5.5% today, but we have bounced off this bottom third deviation, which is to be expected. And that's why we're seeing buying pressure break in. We had a small pullback on the second, and now more than likely, really 9 times out of 10, we would have 90% confidence that we will push more likely to 620 than we will back to 575 because we have broken this level. It has kind of confirmed it. Buying pressure has kicked in, so more than likely we will hit this 620. Now, if we break that and we continue up, then we would be looking at 650, going on to $7, 735, and a final level at 775. So these would be the key resistances in the short term, again, if you're trading this week. Now, on the other hand, if we continue to sell off, obviously we are down that 5.5% today. If we were to continue down, we'd be looking at 580 and 540. And if we break that today's low, then we would have a final target at $5. Obviously, that is our fourth deviation on the 20-day chart, but also it is our key psychological level. So really, we would expect some buying pressure coming into this level, even if we would continue down lower. But that is it for the shorter term side of things. So now to focus on the longer term levels, what are we paying attention to? So obviously this is more if you're looking a month or probably more outwards. And then we would have key resistances at $7.90. Breaking through there would take us to $9.50. Then we would have one at $11.25, $12, $17.50, and a final one at $22.90. And now obviously do note, really, even the $7.90 is quite far off from where we are now, but the only reason these targets are so far off is we can see the stock went from $25 down to $2.90, which has made these deviations very wide. So noting that, yes, it may be hard to push back to kind of these upper levels, really past a 12, but it's just if we do break out for any reason, these would be the targets we'd be paying attention to. Now onto the downside, what are key support levels? So just to note, and it is kind of a resistance as of right now, but this 625, kind of where we're sitting now, you will see this will line up with the shorter term time frame and is where we said now we would expect a bounce to this level, really no matter what, and most likely today we would expect a bounce to at least 625. But if we break that and we continue down, we have our next support at 460, $3, and then really final levels at $1.30 and $1, which would be our statistical mean on the 1 year chart. And really, we don't expect to break below $1, at least for the time being, because obviously a key psychological level, and people tend to buy it up when it breaks below $1 or really comes into that dollar support. So unlikely to break below there. Obviously that $3 support is going to be that 52-week low and also our first deviation, so definitely heavy support if we can break down to there. And 460, usually not something we would look to buy, but if you're just looking for a temporary bounce, or if you are short, definitely an area to be locking in profits. Anyway, that is the breakdown on Blue. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out this analysis on mRNA Moderna.